Good morning, sir. I am R. Varshni. Today I am going to explain about image acquisition in digital image processing. What is image acquisition? It is the first and foremost step in the image processing. Without an image, no actual processing is possible by the system. In image processing, the image acquisition is the action of retrieving an image from a source. Usually, we use cameras and sensors to capture the image. The image that is acquired by the system is usually completely unprocessed, which is later processed to perform data manipulations. How is image acquisition achieved? Image acquisition is achieved by suitable cameras. We use different cameras for different applications. For example, we read an X-ray image, we use a camera that is sensitive to X-rays. If we want an infrared image, we use cameras that are sensitive to infrared rays. For normal images, we use cameras that are sensitive to visual spectrum or electromagnetic rays. What happens in image acquisition? The image acquisition process consists of three steps. One is optical system, which focuses the energy and energy reflected from the object to be captured, and a sensor which measures the amount of energy. In order to capture image, camera requires some sort of measurable energy such as IR rays or X-rays or electromagnetic rays, which acts as an illumination source. And depending on the illumination source and the reflection or absorption of energy from the object to be captured, the image is generated. The sensors measures the amount of energy. These sensors acts like a minute subsystems which work together to provide most accurate representation of the data. Next, in this process, the incoming energy is transformed into voltage by the combination of input electric power and sensing material. The sensing material, in the sense, we can use the sensors which depending upon our applications, like IR sensors or UV sensors or X-ray sensors, depending upon the application. Next, the output waveform after sensing, the sensors measure the amount of energy. Next, then the output is obtained in the form of voltage waveform, which is the response of the sensors, and we can convert this into digital image by digitizing this output voltage waveform output. Next, there are three different techniques or three types of image acquisition. One is image acquisition using a single sensor, and image acquisition using a line sensor, and image acquisition using an array sensor. In image acquisition using a single sensor consists of a single sensor. The most common sensor of this type is photodiode. In order to generate a two-dimensional image using a single sensor, we require two relative displacements in both x direction and y direction. Here, the sensor which moves along the thin rod from left end to right end, which provides motion in one direction, and the motion in another direction is produced due to the rotation of the thick rod. Hence, there are two relative displacements in two different directions. So, a two-dimensional image is generated. This is an inexpensive method, and we can obtain high-resolution images with high precision control. But the only drawback of using a single sensor is it is slow and it consumes more time. Next, image acquisition using a line sensor, which is nothing but a sensor strips. The geometry that is used consists of a line arrangement of sensors in the form of a sensor strip. The strip provides imaging elements in only one direction. It is different from the single sensor because single sensor requires motions in both directions, but here motion in single direction is required. Motion perpendicular to the strip provides imaging in another direction automatically. Next, this is an array sensor. In this individual sensors are arranged in the form of two-dimensional array. This type of arrangement is generally found in digital cameras. In this, the response of each sensor is proportional to the light energy projected onto the surface of the sensor, because when it is proportional to the integral of light energy, the noise will be reduced, which is so that is why it is useful for astronomical purposes. Since array sensor is two-dimensional, a complete image can be obtained by focusing the energy pattern which is the illumination source here, onto the surface of the array. The sensor array will be coincident to the focal plane. It produces the output proportional to the integral of the light received at each sensor. Next, digital and analog sweep circuits are present in this array sensors, which sweeps these outputs and convert them into a video signal, which is further digitalized to produce a digital image. So the main aim of image acquisition is to transform an optical image into an array of numerical data, which could be later manipulated on a computer. Thank you.